Tense is not just grammar in a thesis or dissertation. It controls meaning. It tells the reader whether something happened in the past, is generally true now, or is expected in the future. If tense is used incorrectly, the writing can become confusing or misleading, for example, saying the data shows, when the study is already completed, can feel unclear. It sounds like the research is still ongoing. A more accurate form would be the data showed. Because the analysis is finished, abstract, the abstract summarizes the entire study, so it naturally includes different tenses. Use the present tense when describing the topic or research focus because it reflects a current academic problem. Example: this study examines patterns of language change in digital communication. Avoid: this study examined patterns. Unless focusing only on past framing, which can feel less direct in abstracts, use the past tense when explaining what was done and what was found. Examples: a mixed methods design was used to analyze communication trends. The findings revealed significant changes in online language use. Use the present perfect tense when connecting past research to ongoing relevance. Previous research has explored digital communication across social platforms. Avoid: previous research explored. If you want to show the topic is still actively studied, use present tense when writing implications in abstract. For example, these findings indicate the need for improved agricultural planning. Methodology: the methodology section describes completed actions, so it mainly uses the past tense. This section should be factual, direct, and procedural. Correct usage: data were collected using structured interviews. The experiment was conducted under controlled laboratory conditions. The samples were analyzed using statistical software. Avoid mixing tenses without reason. Incorrect: data are collected using structured interviews and were analyzed using software. This confuses present process with completed action. Occasional present tense can be used for justification, but only when explaining reasoning that is still valid. Example: this method was selected because it allows controlled comparison across variables. Results: the results section must stay in the past tense because you are reporting what was observed, measured, or discovered during the study. Correct examples: the analysis identified 3 dominant categories. The results indicated a steady increase in performance over time. Avoid present tense in results. Incorrect: the results show 3 categories were identified. This mixes interpretation with reporting and weakens clarity. However, present tense can be used when referring to visual elements. Examples: Figure 2 illustrates the trend across all groups. Table 4 presents the summary of findings. Discussion: the discussion section focuses on interpretation, significance, and comparison. Because meaning exists in the present academic context, present tense is dominant. Correct usage: these findings suggest a shift in communication patterns. This indicates a possible change in user behavior over time. The results highlight the importance of consistent measurement methods. When referring to previous studies, use past tense. Example: Brown, 2022, reported similar outcomes in a comparable setting. Avoid: Brown, 2022, reports, unless referring to the publication itself as a current source. Literature review: the literature review requires careful tense selection because you are comparing studies, not just reporting them. Use past tense for individual completed studies. Example: Miller, 2018, found that data variability increased under stress conditions. Avoid: Miller finds. For older or completed studies, use present tense for established knowledge or accepted theory. Examples: data variability is influenced by experimental conditions. Structural analysis plays a key role in engineering design. Use caution: avoid overgeneralizing older studies as permanent truth unless supported by newer research. Weak phrasing: Smith, 1995, proves that all systems behave similarly. Better: Smith, 1995, suggested similar behavior in specific conditions. The gap describes what is currently missing in knowledge, so use present tense. Example: however, limited research exists on energy transitions in mid-sized cities. Few studies address long-term sustainability outcomes in developing regions. Avoid: there was a gap in research. Sounds like it no longer exists. Introduction: the introduction mostly uses the present tense because it explains what the topic is and how the document is structured. Correct usage. This chapter outlines the research problem and objectives. The study focuses on system performance under variable conditions. Objectives usually use present tense, common in academic writing, or infinitive form. Example: the objectives of this study are to examine energy usage patterns and assess sustainability outcomes. Research questions also use present tense when referring to structure. Example: Chapter 3 describes the methodological framework. Avoid: Chapter 3 described. Unless referring to a completed thesis. Conclusion and recommendations. The conclusion summarizes current meaning, so it uses present tense. Example: this study demonstrates the importance of accurate data collection methods. The findings emphasize the need for standardized procedures. Recommendations focus on future action, so they use future tense or modal verbs: should, could, may. Example: future studies should explore long-term data trends. Organizations could improve accuracy by adopting automated systems. These methods may be adapted for large-scale applications. Avoid overly definite language in recommendations. Incorrect: future research will solve all limitations. This is unrealistic and too absolute. Final rule to remember: think of tense in 3 layers: past tense, completed research actions and findings; present tense, current knowledge, interpretation, and structure; future tense, recommendations and future directions.